beating out tourist magnets like Newport, Rhode Island, Cape May, New Jersey, and Key West to take first place in the USA Today Reader's Choice vote, Stewart and the surrounding area has been my home since 1980. It was a secret for decades. Just for fun, let's do a Stewart timeline according to a recent article by discovermartin.com and stewartmainstreet.org in Stewart magazine. From 1870 to 72, the first non-native settlers arrived in what is now Stewart. Among them are German immigrants Ernest and Otto Stypmann, who named the area Potsdam after their European birthplace. In 1870, a U.S. life-saving station was established on Hutchinson Island, one of 10 along Florida's coastline, set up to assist victims of shipwrecks. In 1880, shipbuilder Thomas E. Richards plants 44,000 pineapple slips along the Indian River, spawning 30-plus years of pineapple farming in the area. In 1892, Henry Flagler's Florida East Coast Railway connects Potsdam to Daytona Beach and to Miami. 4 years later, in 1895, Potsdam is renamed Stewart after Homer Hine Jack Stewart, Jr., who owned property near the railroad station. By 1901, George W. Parks opened his general merchandise store, later known as Stewart Feed. In 1904, the George's Valentine, a ship en route to Pensacola from Buenos Aires, wrecked off the coast of Hutchinson Island. Today, the wreck is a popular dive spot. In 1914, Stewart was incorporated as a town in Palm Beach County. In 1915, the notorious Ashley Gang robbed the Bank of Stewart, running off with $4,235. 7 years later, they robbed the same bank again. In 1925, Martin County was formed and Stewart became the county seat. In 1941, the Stewart Sailfish Club, founded in the 1930s, is chartered officially. The club still runs tournaments today. By 1955, the Florida Highwaymen hit the Treasure Coast, launched by young African-American artists Harold Newton and Alfred Hare. These artists painted prolifically through the 50s and 60s and would door knock asking for sales of their beautiful paintings. Those original paintings are now priceless to many in their possession, and the story they weave has always been a fascination for me. Royal Poincianas and Florida native scenes flood their canvases, and local folks have been collecting them for years. In 1957, after a few momentous sailfish in the local waters over the years, Stewart formally adopted the moniker Sailfish Capital of the World. In 1961, the Elliott Museum opened, funded by Harmon Elliott to honor his late father, inventor Sterling Elliott. In 1992, the Stewart Heritage Museum opened at the old Stewart Feed Store site. In 2024, Stewart was named America's Best Coastal Small Town by USA Today. The secret's been discovered. According to the article, Stewart enjoys its own little enclave by the ocean while still being convenient to airports and other attractions. And unlike some of its neighbors, Stewart held on to its roots. Its significant fishing community, as strong as ever, and longtime families with deep local ties still reside in town. At least for now, Stewart remains mostly unchanged in all the right ways.